This is the Ricoh GR4, and the best accessories for it are the following. Number one, the flash. It doesn't come with a built-in flash, so Ricoh released the GF2. It's this tiny, slim, compact, and effective flash that fits right on top of the Ricoh GR4, right where the hot shoe cover is. You take it off and boom, slide the flash on, press and hold the power button on the flash to turn it on, and the rest is on the GR4. It does everything automatically. You get good exposure, you can get really, really cool shots in nighttime, in parties, clubs, restaurants, wherever you are. Super, super cool to have. Gives you that old school look with flash photography. It also automatically turns off, which is really cool. So you can just leave it on the camera, slide it in your pocket. As you can see, it doesn't add much to the size of the camera at all. The power is on auto at the moment, but you can set it on either full power or 1/4. And it's really cool. It does reduce the power once you focus on like closer. Oops, I'm not even turning the flash on yet, but let's see. If you're on closer focus, it does automatically reduce the intensity of the flash to give you a really, really nice exposure, as you can see. So that's the GF2 flash. I highly recommend it. The battery on it lasts for, I think, about 200 to 250 shots, which is roughly the same as the battery on the camera. Speaking of the battery, the other accessory you're more than likely going to think about buying for this camera is extra batteries. 270 shots, 260 is it? May not be enough for you in a day, so maybe you want a spare. But what I like to do instead is get one of these, and I have several, battery packs. This is an Anker 10,000 milliamp hour battery pack, and I connect a USB-C to USB-C cable, but of this kind. Look, the end of it is super skinny, so when I plug it into my Ricoh GR4, it doesn't really get in my way at all. It just kind of slides right out, so when I'm holding the camera, it just rests in my palm. Nice and easy, right? And I just shoot while having, 10 times the battery. Is it 10 times? Like 5 times the battery in my back pocket, and I can go around and do my thing in whichever mode I'm in and enjoy having direct power as opposed to battery power. And this will last, of course, a very, very, very long time. I will link everything in the description down below, affiliate links for Amazon, where you can purchase all of this stuff if you would like. So there's that. If you want to do the battery thing, is also cool, but this, I think it just is a little more convenient, and I won't have to open up the battery compartment, say if you have it mounted or something like that. You won't have to worry about it. The next coolest thing is the wide angle lens. So as you know, the Ricoh GR3 is a 28 millimeter equivalent camera. Let's go back to sort of like regular mode here. Boom. Pretty excellent. 28 millimeters does the job. You're used to it from your cell phone, from everything. However, if you want to go a little wider, what you need is the Ricoh GW4 is the name of this adapter. It's a 0.75 times magnification, or rather wideification. That's not a word. And you attach it to the Ricoh GA3 adapter in order to attach it to the camera. So it's a two-parter. You take the front ring of the GR off, and we line the dot with the line, and it clicks in. Now, magically, you have 21 millimeters, as you just saw. And you see, it says wide here in the corner. And the image quality is excellent. It's native GR, basically. Super, super detailed shots. Focus on your gifts and keep producing is my message every day. It works really, really well. It puts the metadata in your photo as well. So now it says 21 millimeters, whereas on the previous shot, it said 28 millimeters. It's a little big, as you can see, but I don't mind it because it comes off. And you put it in your side pocket or whatever. The ring, you can just kind of do without, I guess, if you're going around shooting with this adapter. Super, super cool. Excellent image quality out of this thing. If you're out in like landscape type situations, highly, highly recommended. It comes with caps, so you can keep it protected. It has a front cap, 72 millimeters. And this part, by the way, is 49 millimeters. This comes separately once again. And since you have this, let me show you the next accessory. So once we have this thing on the camera, if you don't want to put that lens in there, well, you have a 49 millimeter thread. What we can do is utilize, you know it, filters. This is the Ricoh GR4, the regular edition. Soon there will be a Ricoh GR4 HDF edition, which you can have highlight diffusion filter built into the camera, but I don't have that here. However, I can separately. This is a black diffusion filter from Neewer. I will link it in the description as well. This is a 1/8. It's very, very subtle. I think a 1/4 will be more noticeable for most folks, but you can still see the effect here as well. HDF, if you will, and non-HDF. Very subtle on the highlights, softens up the image altogether a little bit. So this is without it, and oopsies, this is with it. As you can see, it softens things up a little bit. The edges of white lines and stuff, you'll see it there. If you get the 1/4, the effect will be stronger than you see here on the 1/8. Now, one last thing I want to show you. If you don't have this adapter ring, or you don't want to go with sort of like the larger accessories that are not exactly super pocketable, there's a cool workaround that I've done for filters. For example, I actually take this out to the beach sometimes, and it's so bright there that the inbuilt ND filter on this thing doesn't quite cut it. It's too bright for it. And I want to stay on, you know, f2.8, f4 maybe, and not go all the way up to f16. Well, in order to attach a additional ND filter, I bought this stick-on Kolari filter adapter. I've removed the original rather strong tape that it came with, and I put on my own double-sided tape that I've weakened by doing this, by sticking my finger on it, so it's not too sticky. And I just put that, look, it's a perfect fit. It's the exact same size as the front of the GR. As you can see, I just kind of put it on because of my double-sided tape. And I have my ND filter, variable ND filter, that I can screw to the front of this. I actually keep the two together because I don't use any other filter with this setup. And when I'm out by the beach, I get to have variable ND filter with me, so I can utilize that extra darkness of the ND filter. So there's that. It can come off easily. If you use the original adhesive, it might be a little too strong. So do it at your own risk. Don't hurt the front of your camera. Please do keep in mind the front part of this is a twisty. So if you go around and you have that thing attached and you're trying to take it off and twist it, you might take off the front of the lens. So be really careful with that. That is all I have to say for today. These have been the accessories. You don't necessarily really need accessories with the GR4. It's a very, very compact, very complete camera as it is. Even when it comes to the flash, you can bump up the ISO on this thing very, very high, and you won't necessarily need a flash. Utilize this side space if you like and put a cool sticker on there. I have Iron Man the Invincible. All right, my friends, if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Go around my channel. I have a ton of GR videos. I think you'll enjoy them. Thanks.